Hello, everyone. We are going to do a spill tea reading. So, this is Curious About the Truth. Let's see. So, we're going to dive into this. This is a love reading mostly. Sometimes it can be family related, but it might pertain to some of you, and for some of you, it might not resonate. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it's not for you. Okay, this is for a specific person. So group of people, you're going to feel it if it's meant for you. Okay? If it's meant for you, you're going to feel it. If it's not, that's okay because I just do messages for the collective when I feel called to, and I know that whoever is meant to see it will see it. Um, just so you know, I appreciate you checking in and watching my videos. I am so grateful to have you here. Please understand that you will never get a message from me asking for money. I don't charge for readings. So you will never get a message from me asking for money. Um, also, you will never see me like doing readings that are set in a like what I call them bait readings. You'll never catch me doing a bait reading. That's a reading where people will give you a reading, they'll pull you in, and then they'll cut it short, and then you're kind of hanging with an unresolved desire to know what the ending is. And those are called bait readings. Be careful when people do those. Um, when a person does a bait reading, they're just they're not using authentic energy. They're trying to get you to pay for the rest of that reading. They're trying to get your interest so that you therefore spend money to hear what else they got to say, or so that you continue to follow them because of needing to wait until the next message comes out. So just be careful with those. uh, y- Use your discernment when it comes to people that read cards. Some people, they do it because that's truly their calling, and that's what they're meant to do to help others. And some people, it's just to bring in an income. And that's not saying that it's not saying that it's wrong. It's just be mindful. You don't want to put your energy where it doesn't serve you best. For some people it might be okay, but for others it might not. So just be mindful as to what you are being pulled into. Okay, you want to make sure that it's for your highest good. And for some people that might be paying. I know some people feel like, paying is like a um, what do you call that? Like a transaction for what they're receiving kind of thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that charging for readings is wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying be careful that you're not being baited. Like sometimes that can happen to people and they don't realize that it's happening, and that's the energy that the person is using. So just be mindful and careful. The reading should always resonate with you. They should always feel right. And if it feels like something's not right, then trust your instinct. Okay, so let's take a look at our spilled tea reading. So your first card is silent understanding, unspoken. Understanding creates a deep connection. Okay, so sometimes you don't need to speak words, especially if you are connected by the heart. Sometimes when a person says something, um, with their body language, with their energy, we get the message loud and clear. We understand loud and clear what's not right, what's not aligned with us. Okay. So a silent understanding is a reminder that not everything needs words. Not Don't feel like you have to speak on every situation. Sometimes silence can be the best decision to make. Shared experiences. Shared experiences deepen the bond between you and others. Okay, so This is, for some of you, this is going to be a call to new, a new surrounding, new friends. Um, in this card here, this reminds me of uh, growing up in the same lifestyle, in the same, maybe the same community, or maybe the same situations, um, or maybe you've experienced things and you're seeking out people that can relate to those experiences so that you don't feel like you're all by yourself, right? I know that um, when you can have a conversation with somebody and they can relate to you on your level and you can relate to them on their level, there's just this deeper understanding. Like it just feels like you don't got to explain, or it doesn't feel like you're being questioned about what you're saying, or um, it doesn't feel like it feels like that person just gets it. They just know. So shared experiences are really important here because they help to bond you to this to the people or to the experience or to your life path, right? So shared experiences can also give you knowledge. It can help you with a higher a higher calling. It can help you with understanding. If you're with a group of people and they don't get you and they don't understand what you're saying, and you just feel disconnected and lost, it can stop you from moving forward. So this is saying that shared experiences with people can help you with moving into the reality that you want to shift into, right? Your purpose, your calling, your your safe place, right? Shared experiences make you feel like you are validated for the things that you've went through versus just feeling disconnected, you know. Boundaries respected. The other person respects your personal space and boundaries. Okay, so this other person is realizing that there is a there is a line here, right? They can't just come in and just push you aside, do as they please. Like you have made it very clear that you have boundaries set. You've made it very clear that those boundaries are not to be messed with. Okay, so you want to align with people that respect those boundaries. You want to align with somebody that knows when to pull back, when to have discernment, when to step away and let you have space. Someone who doesn't respect your boundaries and comes in and tries to push themselves on you, whether it's spiritual, physical, whatever, if you put the boundaries down and that person still attempts to push your boundaries, definitely check yourself on that person. Who are they? What is the purpose in of them in your life? If it's a family or children or something, what can you do to make this situation a better situation? What can you say? What can you do? Um, are there any shared experiences that cause these boundaries to be tested? Right? Is there something that you need to grow from here so that you can help set better boundaries here? And if the person is not a person that needs to be in your life, can you release them? Can you let them go? Because if they don't respect your boundaries now, then you're going to have a hard time with them respecting your boundaries down the road, especially if they're not somebody that's of significance in your life. Like, do you really need to waste your time with that person? Maybe it's a person that you work with, maybe it's a person that you are friends with, but they're not really friends. Check your friends. If a person truly is your friend and they are crossing boundaries, what kind of friend are they? And, because a person should respect you and they should make sure that they don't cross certain boundaries with certain people and certain things. And if they do, then I wouldn't exactly consider them a loyal friend. They might be an associate, maybe, but I would definitely check on the whole friendship thing. So, boundaries and respect are important because if you let it go too many times, then there are no boundaries because eventually they will disintegrate. And along with that disintegration of boundaries will also disintegrate the respect. And if somebody doesn't respect you, then you're not respecting yourself, because if you allow somebody to disrespect you, then you are also disrespecting your own self as well. So give yourself the love that you need. Make sure that you keep the people in your life that respect those boundaries, because the people that respect your boundaries respect themselves and they respect their boundaries. So therefore that's why they understand your boundaries. So be mindful of that energy. Control issues. Control issues are present in this relationship, in the relationship. Okay, so somebody has some control issues here. In this situation, it could be you, it could be them, but regardless, there are some control issues that need to be worked out in this situation. If you are in a job and there's issues with a controlling person in your job, please be aware that the energy that you subject yourself to at work can also be the energy that you bring home and subject others to as well. Be very mindful of how you respond to certain energies. And if you are the one with control issues, what is going on within you that makes you feel unsafe? Anytime we have control issues, there's usually a fear of losing someone, or a fear of loss, or a fear of getting hurt, or a fear of losing valuables, or a fear of being unappreciated. There's usually a fear behind control. So definitely look to see where those control issues are and what's behind them and what the problem is behind them and how they can be resolved. That's the main thing. Is the person a narcissist? Um, or is the person considered like a narcissist because they have unhealed problems, right? Sometimes people are just plain out a narcissistic behavior. Sometimes people are a narcissist, but they don't mean to be. It's unhealed energy that's in there. And I'm not making excuses for people's behavior, but I'm just saying be aware of the energy, and if you feel in your heart that that person is truly doing it on purpose to hurt you, or if you feel that that person doesn't really realize that they're hurting you because it's just their personality or the way that they protect themselves, and maybe they're inflicting that energy on you as well. It doesn't make excuses for it. You need to learn how to silently understand, but yet respectfully making it clear what you will and will not tolerate, right? Just because somebody um, doesn't know how to control their own energies doesn't mean that you can't draw the line where they meet yours. Okay. Looking at your next one, we have supportive circle. You will encounter people who truly care and support you. So this is all about finding your tribe. So that comes in with this shared experiences. So maybe you are someone who, you can't relate to your family. maybe, you're the black sheep of the family, or maybe you are in a family and everybody is kind of like doing their own thing, and you're over here doing like spiritual work, or you're over here doing something else, and the family's just like, why aren't you being a doctor? Why aren't you doing this or that? And you're just like over here creating YouTube videos, or like you're over here doing art or something, creating art or something, and you're just you're not in the shared experiences. And so like you have a hard time connecting with the people. So this is saying that, keep doing what you're doing, do what you love, and the support circle will grow. It'll grow. And as it grows, the people that will come and support you are the ones that will have the same shared experiences. They might not be exactly as you, but they'll be able to relate. And you'll feel like, okay, I'm not by myself. I'm not the weirdo that I thought I was. Um, the supportive circle, I feel like too, is it'll evolve too. So if you're in a situation where your job is not supportive, or as you become more and more in control of your boundaries, and as you respond and to the respect that you deserve, and release that which you don't deserve, I think you're going to see your job and your job circle, and your life circle change as well. And if you're retired, um, you might find that you start making more friends that can relate to to where you are in this present moment with your life. And the ones that you used to be friends with, maybe you just won't have time for those people anymore. You'll find out that you have a whole new cycle of friends coming in that are aligned with your energy. So, a path unknown. The path ahead in the relationship is uncertain yet hopeful. Okay, so this is all about the journey, all right? Sometimes we are so determined to see the outcome of where the situation's going to lead us, but we don't stop to admire the journey, the path along the way. So, this is reminding you that this is a totally different path that you're on. You're not on a path that was taken before, and neither is this other person. So, this relationship, whatever relationship this is pertaining to, it's on a whole new level. It's on a whole new path, right? So, trust the divine, trust the universe, trust that it is going to work out for your highest good. Trust that the universe is working on your behalf to make things work out for your highest good. Trust that the right people that will respect you are on their way into your life if they haven't already started to come in. And don't be afraid of the unknown. Don't be afraid of what this path can lead to, right? Step into it with faith that the creator, um, the one who created you, that loves you, is got you, and just stay focused on being excited about what comes next instead of being worried about what comes next. Be excited about what comes next. Everything in life is an opportunity to embrace and learn something, right? So allow this path to take you into a new a new you. Okay, so mixed signals. The signals from someone are unclear and confusing. Okay, so yeah, this comes after the path unknown. So this is basically saying that you might be in a situation where um, you're not really sure how the path is going to go. You're not really sure what this person's going to do. One minute they're hot, next minute they're cold. Like one minute they're on board, next minute they're questionable, right? So maybe you're giving yourself mixed signals. Maybe you're like, "Oh, I want to do this, but no, I don't want to do this." Or, "Yes, I'm all in, but wait a minute, I'm worried about this." Um, so the mixed signals are just your fears. They're just fears. Just ride them out, let them go. Tell yourself that the universe will resolve it for you, right? Don't let the mixed signals bring you to worry about the outcome of things. Just trust that everything is going to work out. The mixed signals will clarify themselves. Ulterior motives. Someone may be getting close to you with hidden intentions. So this one is reminding you to be careful. Be careful. Again, it comes back to that boundary respect, okay? If the person doesn't respect your boundaries, be mindful, be careful, okay? You want to make sure that whoever is coming towards you has good intentions. Trust your instincts. Trust your heart when it comes to things. If something doesn't feel right, then don't trust it. Don't trust it. Right? Um, that's your higher self and the spirit realm reminding you to be careful. Okay. So there's a love triangle. There's a hidden emotional entanglement. So there might be like um, a third party situation here. There might be an unresolved relationship in this situation. Maybe someone is trying to come into your life and they respect your boundaries and things, but maybe they haven't closed off something. So for somebody, I feel like this could be a new relationship coming in, but maybe they need to end something before they come all the way in with you. Okay. So bridging differences, cultural differences, bringing both challenging and growth. Okay. So I feel like too, like for some of you, maybe you want to have a relationship with this person and this person wants to have a relationship with you, but maybe there's like a third party that isn't exactly happy with this situation, right? Maybe you're not the same cultural, maybe you're not the same religion, maybe you don't have the same belief system, maybe this isn't the person that your family saw you with, or maybe this isn't the person that that family saw you with, or or maybe you're making choices that your family isn't in approval of. So a lot of this has to do with boundaries again. You're coming back to boundaries and you're coming back to control issues. Okay, where are you giving your control away? What are you allowing to control the situation? What are you allowing to control your heart and your mind and your thoughts? Can you stand up to this situation? Should you walk away from this situation? Ultimately, it's your choice on the things that you do. But the main thing is to keep being you. Don't change yourself to fit into somebody else's requirements. Don't allow somebody to change your heart, and because one day you're going to wake up on a path that you don't recognize, and that's a cold place to wake up to. So keep your foot down, keep your goals aligned, keep searching for those people that support you. Trust that these mixed signals will work themselves out. Give it to the universe. Just be like, here's everything. I give it to you. Show me what you want me to do. Make it clear to me what you want me to do. Walk with me, walk ahead of me, and show me what I need to do. And then when you receive those messages, trust them. That's another big thing too. Trust your instincts, trust your messages, trust what you get, okay? All right, thank you so much for stopping in and have a wonderful evening. Bye.